Dudes, we're back. Okay, so we've taken out Vulcan Raven. You can see his remains over here. I think that the crows have already picked away at his flesh. I don't think there's much of him left here. Too bad we can't pick that bad boy up. Not so stealthy, though. Oh, look at the polygons on that. I just did that as a... I don't know, it's so simple. Very beautiful. Love this room. I think we talked about it briefly. It's been a couple of days since my last episode. I've been cranking away on the Creed comic, busting my ass. If I remember correctly, one of the things we were going to do is hightail it back. There were 2 rooms. Now we have a level 7 key card. And that means there were a couple of rooms that had some items in them. I don't remember what they are. They could be totally, completely and utterly useless items. But we are going to head back. We're going to pick up some whatever pickups, Nikita missiles, rations, and whatever else. Basically, it's also a resupply run. This is, I think, is a good point to do it because we're coming up on some really neat stuff in the story. And not just in the story, but in the gameplay, too. I love the use of camera angles through here. You know, it's just a subtle touch to have the crows going through here. But I do feel it's a little unnecessary. I guess it would feel kind of cheap if they skipped this. Do you know what I mean? Like if, because I was thinking, it's not necessary to make me sit here this whole time, is it? But maybe it is. By the way, while we're at it, something I like to do at the beginning of these episodes is check with the team.
Snake, if it's about Naomi, I'm looking into the matter right now. Give me a little more time.
Where is she?
She's still sleeping.
I can't believe it. First, the DARPA chief turns out to be an imposter, and now Naomi. What the hell is going on here? I suppose you're going to tell me you don't know anything, right?
I'm sorry, Snake.
A madman is threatening the world with a nuclear weapon. I guess that's what I should worry about now.
That's right. So, Naomi Hunter, she, it turns out she may or may not be a spy. We don't know. We're going to find out. But she's awfully suspicious. We're awfully suspicious of her right now. What does Nastasha have to say?
As long as the strategy of nuclear deterrence continues, nuclear weapons may be reduced, but they will never be eliminated. If you think about it, nuclear reduction does not mean much without elimination as the ultimate goal. I used to work in the DIA. I figured the only way to achieve nuclear elimination was to work from the inside to convince them of the ineffectiveness of the deterrence theory.
Seems like you're pretty focused on that issue.
Victims of nuclear radiation are a sad thing to see, and I have seen a lot of it. I have seen more than enough of it. I was born and raised in Pripyat, Ukraine.
Oof.
I was 10 years old on that day, April 26, 1986.
You don't mean...
Yes, Chernobyl. That is the day that changed my life and thousands of other lives. I live just 3 kilometers north of there. 600,000 to 700,000 people were evacuated. Over 650,000 children suffered the effects of radiation poisoning. Between 1986 and 1993, 12,000 children died. My parents, and many others like them who helped in the cleanup, died a few years later from radiation sickness. We must rid this world of all nuclear weapons before they cause more misery, before they destroy the delicate environment that keeps us alive. I will not allow this pain and anxiety to pass on to yet another generation.
That's hardcore, man. Ooh, some heavy stuff. We haven't heard from Meryl in a while. She's still a prisoner? Maybe? Oof. That's all Otacon got to say.
I don't know anything about Dr. Naomi, so there's not much I can say. But Snake, I think you'd better leave that to Colonel Campbell. Don't you think you'd better just get to the control room?
Yeah, I'm busy. We haven't talked to Deep Throat in a while. What about Master Miller?
Your sea rations are frozen? Never eat frozen sea rats. It'll cause a temperature imbalance that'll drain your strength. Make sure you warm those seas before you eat them.
I didn't even know that. Wow. So if you're in a cold environment, it's going to affect your inventory. And that's, that might be important information to know. Actually, coming up here. Wow, we're still going. I think time stops when you're talking on your codec. We got another elevator ride up here coming up. You know what? I'll bet they mine the hell out of this place. I'll bet there's just tons of mines everywhere. Well, there's already got me with the security camera. Let's see. There's that guy. Okay, so first things first. Check the thermals. Yeah, you see? Look. These are probably still the same ones. I'm going to just go around that camera. And they're probably going to be here when I come back. This is a total just a pickup run right here. We got to go all the way back to the first building. Do you remember that room with... there was a room where I fought Ocelot when I rescued the president of Arms Tech before he had a heart attack. Anyway, there was this little room in there, and that's where I picked up the camera. You guys remember that that old thing. We got to head back there. There was a room in there that was, I believe it used a level 6 or a level 7 keycard. I have no idea what's in there. It may be something dumb. This whole episode may just be... may not really be very productive, but we're going to find out. But I also remember that there's a door in the snowfield, right where you fought Sniper Wolf. A distinct memory marker that there's a level 7 door right there. And again, I have no idea what's in there. The fortunate thing is we can use the cardboard box to shave off a little time. Just double check for landmines and other stuff. You want to make sure that you use every opportunity to load up on gear. And maybe I'm being a little overly cautious, perhaps, but I was a Boy Scout, and one of the mottos of the Boy Scouts is to always be prepared. It's part of their motto. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Oh, I love this. I love it so much. Okay. It's still gorgeous to me. This is still so beautiful to me, this game. Okay. Oh yeah, this room. It may have respawned, yeah, it respawned the soldiers. And that guy, I believe, does he come down? He does. He comes down the stairs. We gotta get out of here. Maybe I can use this as a chance to pick up a couple of items here. What is that? Is that a ration? Watch me walk right... He tricked me. It's a ration. I feel like I got duped. I'm going to grab this one, but I am not going to bother. Okay, I'm going to show you, just so you guys know I wasn't being stupid about, well, I was being stupid about trying to get that. How in the heck are you supposed to get that? Can you hear the footsteps? Watch this. I'm going to lure him. No, you can't. Well, I got a silencer on this, so... What the hell? Why am I not hitting it? That was dumb. That's one thing that really bugs me about this game. He was off camera. Okay. So if they do a remake of this game, fix that. Give me three-dimensional camera here. Because how the heck am I supposed to know that there's a guy coming? This is an elevator, by the way. And then that guy up there is going to spot me. Maybe I can just hang out. He doesn't see me. Alright, I'm going to make a break for it. Oh, I need the keycard. Okay. We lost a little life there. I think, two things. So for one, I have 0 rations. Now they're frozen rations. They'll make you sick. Am I supposed to hang out here to unfreeze my rations? Maybe I am. I think this room will unfreeze my rations. Let's just go ahead and take this guy out while we're here. I don't know if he's gonna... If he follows his normal walking pattern, he'll walk out. You can't walk on that grating that he's on. He spotted me. Do more dudes come? I'm not having a good run, dudes. But we're still gonna make it. Let's turn on our rations. Maybe if we hang out above the heat. Hey, look at that. Unfroze. Good to know. So the heat from this room, because there's all that molten liquid metal or whatever that they've got down there. I don't know what that is. It's a boiler room, I think is what they call this room. Anyway, it's a hot room, obviously. That's how it's cooling everything off. Or it's heating everything up. Heated up my rations. No, you don't have to switch back to disc 1. Basically, from a technical standpoint, they put all the story content on disc 1, all the story content up to this point, and none of the geometry or gameplay stuff from the second half past that point. But the way that it works from a technical standpoint is that it's not like not like the second disc only contains the second half of the game. It actually does contain all the geometry from the first half. But they needed the 2 discs because there's so many cutscenes and dialogue and all that fun stuff. And I do not have a handkerchief. I don't know if these guys are going to attack me or not. We're going to find out. Chaff grenades. This is that level 7 room, by the way. Watch, is there mines or something in here? What is it? Stingers? Oh. Yeah, buddy. We do need the stingers for other fun stuff that's coming up. Did they respawn the rations? These are just more stinger missiles. I think. Nikitas. I suppose I could have used my binoculars to find that out. Okay, there's one more thing I want to get before we move on. Did we check here? That's the one I came through. Okay. This is the level 7 with the stinger missiles. Don't need those now. What I'm looking for is rations, because I believe I just used my last ration. That's a ration right there. But I'm a little suspicious of this room, so I'm going to go in Crawley style. You'd think you would see the mines, though, if there were. Okay. There was. Did you see it? Claymores. I don't know if I remembered that. You would see them. There is also a mine detector, by the way, that'll show them, but they show up as dots on the radar. Just a little bit easier to see them with the infrared, which kind of negates the point of a mine detector. Not sure what this all is, but we're going to go ahead and grab it anyway. First, I got to use a chaff. What we need is more chaff grenades. Because I'm just making sure, by the way. And yeah. Because I don't think there are any cameras in here. I don't know why I used that, but we just blew through a lot of ammo, so good to restock. And it's not full. That fight with Raven just took it out of me, man. Running on empty. Last chaff. Last chaff for Metal Gear. One more time. No, that's a bad parody. Okay. So now, dudes, did we get rations? We did. We don't need it right away, though. What we do need is our cardboard box. Let's see. Which room was that? Let me think. I'm in my head right now. There was also... Wasn't there a room outside of Psycho Mantis's office that had a key card? So, but we're going to go to the first one. We're going to go to the heliport. You don't need it on right away. We'll just keep it on the trigger. Let's see if there's anything over here. Sometimes there's an item. Okay. So now you just hang back. This is going to take us back to the heliport. Just like old times.
Is this all there is to load?
That's
the
it,
heliport, huh?
That was something they had in the original NES version, too. You could jump in the back of a truck in a cardboard box and it would teleport you to the other side of the base. So it's kind of neat how they carried over a lot of the same ideas. Alright. Don't go that way. Let's just hide under here for a little bit. Wait till this guy goes by. I feel like he's watching me. He's got his eye on me for sure. Watch, I'm gonna pop out. He's gonna show up. Eee, go. Yeah, there's no way to actually open the real front door of the tank hangar. And there's also no way to get back to that starting area without glitches down the elevator at the very beginning. No way to get back down there with all of your gear. That would have been neat if they had like a hidden room over there or something that you can't get to until you got C4 or something like that. That's what I'm saying. It'd be really great to see a remix. I think that's the perfect thing that they could do if they did a remaster, right? Give us the upgraded graphical version, kind of Demon Souls style, like how they did that with Demon Souls and Shadow of Colossus, and then give us the remix version where it's like, yo, check it out. There's all these other areas, man, and here's like the key cards are in different places, and you know, like a what do you call it, Master Quest from Zelda. They just mix it up. I love that stuff. Now I saw that they're doing that a lot with the Mario games. Wait, where are we going here? Let me stop to use my brain for a second before we go and jump in. Yeah, this is the building. We gotta go down the stairs. Oh my god. Hurry up, dude. Hurry. You can't see me in here. He was right there. Who's that on the elevator? Watch this. No. Ah, did you see that? I used my telekinetic powers to drag him 5 feet. Oh, shit. You guys didn't believe me that there's a door that we didn't have access to before, but I'm going to show you. And then you're going to give me the title of Master for this game. That's the problem. Snake inherited the title of Boss. Could have been a Master. Okay. Like Master Miller. That's a reference to the last episode if you missed it. Okay, we're going to chaff it. Good thing I picked up some more chaffs. And now, this was the door. It was a level 6 door. Stinger missile, stun grenade, stinger missile, chaff grenade, not worth it. Why? Why did you... What's this, Dealy Bob? Well, you can't say we didn't find out what was in there. I'm going to leave no door unopened, no stone unturned, bros. And, hey, this is a good opportunity to pick up some ammo. Is there anything we need ammo for? Nikita's... Everything's fully loaded now. Just chaffs. And I guarantee you one of these rooms has chaff grenades. How are we still picking up SOCOM ammo? How's that not full? So, next up, by the way, dudes, we're going to do Sons of Liberty. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to play Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty. And then after that, we're going to go straight into Guns of the Patriots. We're going to skip right over Metal Gear Solid 3. Because that is going to be a whole new set of playthroughs. We're going to finish the Solid Snake storyline first, so that it's not confusing to people. I mean, so that it's a little less confusing than it was for everybody when it was happening. Okay. You know what? We just got to get to Mantis's lair. Is that dude going to turn? He's going to turn. Okay, turn the other way. You got to look at the mini-map up in the corner with some frequency. So I've been playing around with Unity, and I found this mini-map. Oh, no. It took too long. I'll tell you about it in a second. Hold on. Oh, my God. Get out of here. No, get on the elevator. Oh, dudes, I'm toast. I got rations. We're gonna use all our rations. We're gonna have to hide. This is not helping me. Oh my gosh. I'm toast. I'm toast. I think I blew it, dudes. It's because the elevator took too long. Oh. I blew it. Oh, you were counting on me. I get the title of Field Mouse is what I'm going to get. That's, they actually do give you a code name at the end of the game. So yeah, I was playing around with this plugin for Unity Engine, and it's like a mini map maker, and I was so stoked. I was like, oh my god, I could make Metal Gear if I wanted to. If I wanted to. Totally can. Not hard. It's just a plugin. Well, there's more to it than that. I wish I could. I wish I could just work on indie games all day, every day, but I'm making a comic right now, and it's just eating up my schedule. Like, you wouldn't believe how long it takes to make a comic. Oh. It takes so long that my Metal Gear skills have almost completely dissolved. I think he's just gonna... Okay, yeah, he turns around. This time, though, dudes. Is that guy gonna turn to the left or to the right? That just worked out all right. That worked out all right for us. Okay, so we're going to go to the... It's technically Tower 1. Tower 1 is where Mantis's office is. And then there's that little room across from where, basically where we found Meryl, and then she ran off to go to the bathroom to change. It seems like there was a room in there that had like a level 6 keycard, which I did not yet explore. Now, obviously, they're going to try to hit us with this again. Watch. They got... Oh, I'll show you the D-mine. You see it? If you put on the mine detector, you can see all the claymores. Now, I'm just doing the... there's... I mean, you can shoot them. No, you can't shoot them. This is pretty much the only way I know of in this particular Metal Gear to pick up the claymores. And those claymores, they're added to your inventory. So you can use them to, you know, to fight bosses and stuff. Pick up those rations, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. See how I almost walked right into that? Whew. I didn't, though, did I? I didn't. You thought I was gonna. Because you've seen me die in ridiculously pathetic ways in this game. Not my best playthrough today. You know what it is? I'm just a little rusty. I think there's a ration. There is. Haha, it does respawn. So here, we want to go down to... Is it basement 1 or basement 2? Basement 2, I believe, is where we got Otacon and we rescued Emmerich. Either way. Oh. Good thing I was paying attention to that mini-map. So yeah, I believe basement 2 is where... Let's check to make sure that dude's not... He's going to start walking right when I go up the stairs, isn't he? Nope, he's going the other way. Damn it, I missed my window. That was my window. Hurry, hurry. So I believe basement 2 is the Otacon lab, and basement 1 is Mantis's office. Right. Yes. And this is good for like a refresher on the layout of the base too. For those of you who need to memorize Shadow Moses for future reference, if you're ever... Oh, medicine. That was what was in there. That was that room, by the way. Level 6 keycard. There's medicine in there. Great. More diazepam. Well, now that we got the medicine, we can... What? There's another room, by the way. This one right here. We did not go in here yet. And there's nothing of use in here, so it's probably fine. Oh, so that second guy's coming because he was in the bathroom. And I am going to go run all ass. Go, 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 go. And we're going to cut right through Mantis. So that's all the pickups we had to do. There may be another ration in the bathroom. Was it in the bathroom? No, not there. Was it in one of the stalls? No. No. Oh my god, somebody's coming. Oh shit. Is he gonna take a crap? No? Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna risk it. No point, right? Something about the soldiers having to go to the bathroom makes them 10 times more believable. It's like they're standing on this base. Dude, if you're doing nothing but standing around and guarding a room that nobody's walking into, why are they even guarding that room? And they're doing that all day long, dude. We picked up a good number of rations here. Good. Good. Not too shabby. If you're standing around on a base all day, what are you going to do except go to the bathroom all day? Boring. In the 90s? No, not a chaff. What are you doing, dude? What am I new? It's a, I want to use a stun grenade. Stun grenade is just to ensure that these guys don't come after me, because they're not friendly with me. I don't have the handkerchief anymore. I put it on Wolf's face. By the way, this week there was a big reunion thing with the crew, the cast, the voice acting cast for Metal Gear. They got back together to just do this like... It's just a hangout sesh. It's pretty fun. All on, it's during lockdowns, so it was all on the, on like a Skype or Zoom or whatever you call it. Oh, here we go. You know what? I'll bet this is the time. Remember I was saying, like, I think there's a camera up there. I'll bet this time. Or it's probably in Twin Snakes. But in one of these, there's like a camera up in the corner of one of these things. Did you see that? How did I know that? Fuck. Called it. But I got my ration, so it's all good. It's all good. Alright. This will take us to the snowfield. I think. Is that right? Yeah, snowfield. Tower 2. What am I thinking? What am I new? Yeah, I should have used the box. So was it worth it to do all the backtracking? I mean, from the sense that we're now at full rations, from the sense that now we can sleep tidy knowing that there is not a single door that has gone unopened. Look at that. Our rations are so full that we can pick up a bonus ration to be at nearly full health. I got so much ammo now I could just start shooting up things all willy-nilly. However, I do believe that we're going to have some security camera issues. But I don't remember where those occur. It's probably just in the second tower. This part is not going to be particularly fun to watch because we've done this, right? Was there any doors? This is also an opportunity to really evaluate. Were there any doors that we missed? Anything that we would want to go back and double check? Nope. Nothing. There probably is. We shouldn't have any guards out here either. Nope. We already shot down the hind with liquid in it. I also, in a remaster, would love to see the same base, but like Mission Gray Fox. Yeah. So you're going through as the cyborg ninja, you got some stealth tech, right? Maybe it gets busted. And you've got to make sure that Snake survives until you have to kill him. And then you fight to the death. But you get to slice off Ocelot's hand. That would be so rewarding. I always thought that if they did a sequel without Kojima, the best way to do it is like, don't make it about Snake, don't make it about Big Boss, make it about Foxhound. These are side stories, you know, something like that. That'd be pretty cool. If you can't get Kojima or Kojima's blessing at all, do that. I don't know, just a thought. Because there were so many interesting characters that you could run with. Either that or New Trainee or something like that. I really liked what they were doing with Revengeance, with Raiden. I thought that the initial trailer for Revengeance was looked really hype. We're looking for chaff grenades. That's what we're looking for. Because this is where we're going to run into all of those auto turrets. There's a bunch of them. Go, 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 go. Eee, that was close. It ran out just in time. They had really good sound design too, by the way. Hey, here we go. We didn't have to run down. And we're back where we were. Heading back to disc 2. That wasn't too shabby. So let's get to the... now we're finally going to get back on track. We're going to go to the control tower. Now that we've picked up all of our extras, we're fully loaded on equipment. Pop one more chaff here. Great. Okay. Oh, this room. Oh, hopefully the elevator's still up, and I could just take that as a shortcut. I'm sure that these dudes respawn, though. They did. Yep. Elevator's still up. Nice. I'm gonna watch, though, for that guy. I don't think he comes over here. Should I go for it? Yeah, okay. Cool. Nice. Okay. We're gonna have to take the inclinator. Get back to Raven's frozen storage room that he's in. It's not the last of our backtracking, unfortunately. There is one more thing we're going to have to do in a little bit. That particular backtracking sesh, not really. I think it's necessary because I was really low on rations. And ammo. And you're going to definitely need a lot of ammo for what's coming up. I might have found it naturally, though. We might just do an extra long episode. Ay, caramba. Okay. Chaff. Is it chaff or chaff or chafe? Are these the chafe grenades? Does it chafe when you walk? In the demo, they gave you 2 weapons. By the way, I think I told you, when I got the demo from Electronics Boutique, I played it like for 20 some hours. It was just like 20 or 30 hours, just played it nonstop. They give you 2 weapons. They give you the socom with the silencer and the chaff grenades. That's it. In that tiny little room from the very beginning, when you come up from the water. And it was all in Japanese too. Oh, no. And then they did actually let you go to the front entrance of the tank hangar. Because I do remember they gave you the scope too. And like a ration. And that was it. And it was just that little playground. But I remember playing it in Japanese. I thought, oh man, it'd be so cool to play this whole game again in Japanese. I've never actually done that. Now with emulators, it ain't even no thing. And then I heard that there was an integral mix, whatever, where Meryl has a sneaking suit. I've not ever seen that. I've never played it. I probably never will. Not in English, though. But the English voice cast was just so on point. It was so good. Good for language practice, though. All right, now we're finally freaking moving on. What is this? Oh boy. See? Good thing we went back and got all those chaff grenades, huh? How about we... I'm going to tell you about something, dudes. If you're playing along, watch for this, okay? Watch out for that, because you will die right away. You will die. It's like trapdoors. So first thing, why not? Why not do Nikita's, right? We'll just take these out. That's one down. I think it'll go up the stairs. I think it does. And I think there's one over here, right above me. Yep. I didn't quite take out all of them, though. You don't have to do this. You could just do chaff grenades. I think that's another hole in the floor. I forget. You could use stingers. I'm doing this for purposes of showing you guys. There is no way down there, to my knowledge. Kind of looks like the area that... oh my goodness. A little overprotective, don't you think? Come on, dude. That's almost like a joke. We do want to go up there and get those. So we are going to pop a chaff grenade. And then we're going to pop another one. We're going to blow through them. Did not even need it. I'm going to blow another one. Okay. I don't know what that other item was, but I don't think we needed it. There are a couple of items that we're probably not going to get. Ooh, very ominous. Look, no music. What is that? I mean, I totally know what it is, but oh my god, oh. Nice. Metal Gear. Zoom. Pretty neato. How about we take some snaps? Want to catch some footy? This is for my Instagram. Too bad you can't do a selfie. Oh yeah, save that. Save that shit. 2 blocks. I think I can spare it. Nice. Oh, no. I accidentally hit the wrong button. We don't need 2. I'm saving 2 of them anyway. Okay. Sorry about that. How do I get out of here? Oh, you can zoom in. Oh yeah. The camera's all wonky through here. Looks like we got a couple of items down there. I don't see any guards, so let's do a little exploring. Feels like this is like should be the intro to an episode, or like the beginning. We have to do all that backtracking first. Oh, we're gonna call.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files? Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, dudes, for context, in 1998, hacker was not a word that we used, okay? Because not everybody had computers. I know that sounds weird, but like, it was before, you know, all that stuff. So like, when somebody says, oh yeah, I'm a hacker, it's like, that's super elite, like rare stuff, okay? Not everybody had access to a computer. There were some people, of course, in the 80s, but these were like Silicon Valley dudes, you know. These are guys who were like on the forefront of emerging tech. So talking about a hacker was really kind of unusual. That's why he said it that way, by the way, just to sort of explain it.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
I keep forgetting which button it is. The action button is the same as like the shoot button, I guess you'd say. Context sensitive. Still no guards. Gives you a nice view of Rex though. At least of the back. I think from a design perspective, this is really neat because we're not just like, oh, there is a guard. Is he going to come over here? Dude's going to spot me. From a design standpoint, it's like, here's the big baddie, here's the big bad boss, the big mech we're going to fight at the end of the game, right? Probably. I mean, there's a good chance if we don't find a way to shut down their operation. Because they're threatening to launch a nuke from this thing. And they already said, if we fail at our mission, we might have to fight this thing. That would be a nice payoff if we did. So, what I'm getting at is from a design standpoint, our camera is down like this throughout the whole game. So through here, like, having this opportunity to walk through these rails and all these walkways to really get a good view of Rex is just such a good way to present what you'd call like your final boss of your game. Just from a game design, structural, like narrative standpoint, quite very brilliant, I would say. Kudos to the team. Kudos to the team. Whoever's idea that was. Let's walk on the back of our big villain before we blow it up. Otacon again.
Snake, I did it!
You got past security?
Bingo!
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
The threat's real, man. We're gonna save the freaking world. Because that's what heroes do. Alright, there's a soldier walking around over there, so I want to use a little extra caution here. Peek around my corners, you know what I'm saying? Take it easy. just to play it a little extra careful. Yeah, how far is he gonna walk? We're gonna just double back a little bit here, keep our distance. Oh man, he is really encroaching. Alright. Oh my gosh, he is coming this way. How about if I don't want to do anything here. I don't think he'll see me up here. I don't think I can see him down there. Okay, we're playing it too careful now. That's not what heroes do. He already turned around, didn't he? Oh shit, now's your window. Go, go, go. Go, Snake, go. It's also really loud, walking on these things. Yeah, this is the window. This is the time. It's your moment to shine, Snake. Jeez, another call?
Snake!
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Armstech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
It was a tricky situation, man. When you make war a business. Okay, you thought the game was good up until now. This is where it gets real good.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No. There's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid.
But why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the President will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the President's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India... I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the President will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox dye was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear. He said we can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Galukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What do you say?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Dun, dun, dun.
Big Boss.
Throw back to the old stuff.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
What?
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the President was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
Say what?
What are you talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy?
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys. After you insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the information contained on it. Once you've finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
They're watching him.
Who's that?
Damn!
The world's riding on that key right when he drops it.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die. Snake, you've got to get that key.
All right. two things, dudes. One, they've already established that you can change the temperature of your inventory. Oh, shoot. I always do this, by the way. I'll run to the door, and then it changes camera. It's not a good spot for a transitional thing right when they drop you into the action. Anyway, second thing, if you fail the torture, if you fail Ocelot's torture, Meryl does not survive. Do I have my body armor on? I do not. Let's keep that on because this whole area is about to get... So we know how to change the shape of the metals, of the alloy, in the key. First we got to grab that key. Fortunately, I remember this part pretty well. Wait. Just as I said, I remember this area pretty well. I about run off in the wrong damn direction. So they've already lost track of me. Yeah, PS1. It was still pretty advanced for its time. We never really had AI with two different states like that. Not to that degree. How are we on health? Just to be sure, because if I pick up an extra health pack or something, I want to make sure that I can use it. We better call Campbell. You might have some insight into where the key dropped, too. Maybe it's Otacon.
Find that key. It fell somewhere in that drainage ditch.
Ah, the drainage ditch.
Use your mine detector.
Mm-hmm.
Mine detector?
Yes, the mine detector works just like a metal detector. The position of the card key should show up on your radar screen.
I wonder if you don't have the mine detector. It's an optional item. I guess you could use the infrared. Zoom. So it's somewhere down below. Are we seeing enemies over here? I'm seeing red dots. What do you think? Well, there's a camera, security camera. I think we can go around this one though. No sweat. You know, can I use a Nikita missile to take out that security camera? No. You know, I probably should have hit it with a stinger. I hate to waste a stinger on that. Okay. Chaff grenade. Wait, did I already take it out? I guess I did. No. What? The sewer water causes damage? That might be our key right here. It's a bomb. It's somewhere down here. Oh, I don't have my mine detector on. FAMAS bullets. Got the PAL key. Got it. It's not doing that much damage to my health, though. Is there anything else over here? I don't think so. Why don't we find out, just to be sure? Ration. Hey, why don't we go full health? It's barely even dropping my health at all. So it's toxic sewage water, but it barely even affects you. So now I've got the PAL key. I can head back up to that control room. There might be a couple of soldiers on the way. Because the first shape that we need is the room temperature alloy. If you remember, they have to go from left to right. And the room temperature is first. And then I believe the cold temperature alloy is second. And then after that is the hot temperature. So we'll have to go back to that boiler room. That soldier's back again. I could probably just run right by him. It's tricky here because you can't really see. Be safe, we're gonna peek around the corners and shit. Alright. Looks like we got a security camera. Got a couple of them. Can we do... I hate to use a stinger, but fuck. I just took out 2 of them. Did you guys notice that they were literally watching me hide around the corner? That's not by accident. Let's just check with everybody first. If I remember, there's something fishy about this situation.
You got the card key. Good. Now get back to the control room and use that key to re-input the PAL codes. Stop that launch.
What's neat about the codec system, I never see it in any other game, I don't think it slows things down. I feel like it gives a lot of info. So if you're like not sure how to tackle a boss or you're facing something that's really tough, you get so much support.
You found the card key, right? First comes the room temperature key. Put it into the far left terminal in the control room.
Got it.
That key is actually an IC card. Its connector pins and main body are made of a shape memory alloy. It's designed so that unless it's been changed to the correct shape, it won't be recognized by the PAL code input terminal in the control room, and the detonation code won't be entered.
Right. So this is, let's just check the room real quick. I don't think there's any gear in here. No, just a ration, which we don't need. Let's check out this room real quick. We never really stopped to look at the artwork. But man, look at these cool computer terminals. I know this stuff is like really antiquated. It's like perhaps the new generation of gamers would look at this and think it's kind of lame. I don't know. But I find that it's just so beautiful to me. I mean, these chairs don't look very comfortable, but this is pretty cool. I don't know, this little room. I love it. Weird that they did not do that thing with the lights in the ceiling. Remember before in Mantis's room, you'd see them like kind of hovering above? Look at these little laptops. Full color laptop in 1998. That's some high-end equipment right there. But I guess, I mean, it is arms tech. They're not skimping on the budget. So this is the... Do I have to actually switch to the PAL card? Yeah, PAL key. Okay. So the yellow one to the yellow terminal. Let's do it.
PAL code number 1 confirmed. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code number 1. Now, PAL number 2. Freeze the key.
Yep. So you guys remember where that was, right? One thing, there is an area over here to the right that I do want to check. I don't remember if... I know there's nothing of use over there, but it may be a good idea just to double check if there's stingers or something. No, nothing. We can get a good view of Rex here from here, though. So what you'll find is that space right there is going to open up and that's actually the cockpit. So this is actually how the pilot gets over and jumps in. That top part's going to lift up. We won't actually see that. That guy's about to come around the corner. Did you see that? I don't even need my enemies to be on screen, dudes. I'm going to miff them up off screen. This is cool. Oh yeah, check this out. So if you look up, you can see how there are these massive shutters above everything, and it's all on these hooks, this lattice work. There's something very like G.I. Joe about all of this. They always had these like really awesome bases and just heavy industrial metal facilities. Usually Cobra. Come on. Why can't I line it up? There we go. So I think that I'm going to try to do... Yeah, I'm going to try to do the 2 more PAL cards. Might as well. That'll lead us into a really nice next episode. This is a bit of a treat for me, because I've just been working so many hours on my comic lately. This Creed Reimaginary book is like... it's taken a lot of time. I mean, I'm fully repainting some of these pages, so it's going to be worth it. Playing something like this is a good reminder. I think it went in the water. Is it still going to go off? Okay, good. Playing something like this is a good reminder. Even if you're making something that's kind of a small operation, really give it your all, you know? Make something that's timeless. I just always wanted to make something that's timeless, you know? I suppose some of the games I've worked on are timeless. I think Diablo 3 will be timeless. And I think Summoner's Rift. I think Summoner's Rift will be a timeless environment. That map. I wonder if in 20 years people will still play Diablo 3. The way that I'm playing Metal Gear now. So I'm just going to switch on the PAL key there. This is the room. You basically just have to hang out in here until that PAL key turns blue. Now most people, I mean, if you want to actually talk to somebody that's going to tell you that, Campbell should tell you, or Otacon. I think Otacon will tell you.
You've got to lower that card key's temperature.
Yeah.
Find someplace cold.
Yeah. See, it's just pretty much what I already told you, you know.
Next, you've got to cool the card key.
Where should I do that?
This is Alaska. Go outside. It's cold everywhere. But you're close to the warehouse where you fought Raven, right?
Oh, I'm in it.
That place is right in the middle of the permafrost layer, and there's no heater either.
Yeah. That should do it. I don't think there's any more items in here, but since we got to hang out anyway, I might as well run around. Probably the only thing that makes this game kind of outdated, I believe. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, the graphical thing, there are a lot of people who would say the graphics are just outdated, and that is true. But what I was going to say is the camera, like in terms of controls, like, sure, graphics are always going to be outdated. It's like the next year that something comes out, it's like, oh, it looks old. I see games that look great, but they're on modern hardware, so, and they're made by big companies, and people are like, hey, it doesn't look good enough, it looks indie. Well, graphics will always be outdated, but gameplay sometimes. In this case, I think the thing that's kind of made this game outdated is probably the only thing, is the camera. And some people like it. The reason they did it this way is because Kojima himself was saying that he gets motion sick if you give the player camera control. It was just too much to manage. And so by doing something where you've got this camera that spins to look around corners and things like this automatically, it was his way of around that. In fact, it wasn't until Snake Eater that he said that he had gotten over it, which I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I wonder about that guy. When's this PAL key gonna turn? Any second now. But if this had a third-person control camera, because they did do, when they did Snake Eater, they initially, when they released it, it had this camera. It was a top-down camera, even on PS2. But then there was enough of a response from people saying, yo, I want to look around. So they made a mode that allowed you to play the game from a third-person over-the-shoulder camera. The aiming is still a little bit hard to do, so you have to go to first-person view. And this one, you can't even shoot in first-person view. I mean, it's the way to do a first-person shot. Yeah, you can't even do it. You would have to line it up like this and then shoot. So like you would line up what general direction, but you can't like aim down and shoot. So I would love to see this have that option. Now they did do that a bit with the Twin Snakes version. But which when I refer to the Twin Snakes version, I mean that's the GameCube exclusive remake that was done by Silicon Knights in 2004. I want to say 2004. The way I got my copy of that was my buddy had a friend who worked at Silicon Knights, and they happened to be 20-minute drive from my office at Capcom in Sunnyvale, California. I was at Capcom Studio 8 at the time. He worked there, but he had a friend that worked at Silicon Knights, and we drove over during our lunch hour, and he came out to the car with a couple of copies of Twin Snakes on GameCube. I still have those, that exact copy. I wish I would have gotten it signed by the dev team or something, but... Oh, you know what? It didn't change color. It did already change color. So I guess you got to keep checking it. I thought that it would change color in the little icon, but we're already color changed. Now the trick is, dudes, here's the thing. You've got to get back fast. If you take too long, it'll turn back to normal room temperature. So don't do that. Perfect. Did you see that? Right at the most crucial moment. This area is neat to go through again when you come back in Guns of the Patriots, by the way. Pretty neat stuff. Actually, I don't think this hangar is in that game. I totally understand why Kojima's like, nah, I don't want to go back and redo anything. He doesn't want to particularly remake any of his old games. I think it's a good choice, honestly. I'm remastering a Creed book that I had drawn 10 years ago, and there's a part of me that's just like, yeah, I got to add more scenes. I got to add more new stuff. I wish I was just doing a whole new book, and I really hope this book does well enough that I can just do a whole new book. Because you get trapped in trying to understand your former mindset. You get trapped in like you already tried to do the best thing you could do at the time. So yeah, I feel a little trapped by it myself. But it's what I can do. I have infinite money like Kojima. You could just hire another team. Look at this. They already respawned all those all the auto turrets. Screw that. Alright, switch to the PAL key and run right for the laptop. That's PAL key number 2.
PAL code number 2
Dudes, we might not have to fight Metal Gear at all.
There goes pal code number 2.
If we shut it down...
Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Alright, you remember where to warm the key, right? Betwixt your butt cheeks. No, that doesn't work. Don't try that. I bet that dude's gonna spawn. He always spawns right there to the left. So I'm gonna run to the right and then prep my gun. I'm gonna take him out the same way I did before. Where is it? I already passed it. Here we go. I don't hear him. You hear him? Ah. Huh. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna hang out right here. And as soon as he comes around that corner, I'm gonna blast him. That's how you do it! How's my health? My health is already good. Let's make sure we're loaded up. Did you guys want to get one more view? Take one last look. Yeah, hey man, if I get that last key card, I might just foil all of their plans and then we're donezo. Totally donezo. Donezo, Washington. This is a long episode, huh? Well, I didn't think it would take me that long to run through the base. Honestly. I don't mind. Could spend all day in this game. Yeah, like this is 3 rooms because it's so big. Like they just weren't used to making environments that were that big on the PS1. Get your chaff grenades ready because guess what? You're gonna have a bunch of auto turrets in this room. You can run down the middle, and as long as you keep running, you won't fall in those. So this is a bit of a trek. Unfortunately, oh shit! Look, they spawn dudes in here. I don't think my sniper rifle is silenced. Neither is my FAMAS. I love the guys in the white ski masks. They're the best. This is cool. I remember this. In the second one, you can peek around corners and take a shot. You know, the more I think about it, the more excited I am to play Sons of Liberty, man. It's been a long time since I played that one. Probably 10 years? No, more than that. Like 15 years since I played Sons of Liberty. So, I'm stoked for that one. Gotta get a PS2 emulator running on my Mac, though. That's a bit of a tricky thing to set up. I still have my official PS2 versions, by the way. Just so you know. Not bootlegging. They're backups. This one as well. In fact, I saw one on eBay. Can't believe it. It sold for like, it was Black Label. Metal Gear Solid 1, PS1, sold for $17. But it was missing its booklet. Still pretty cheap, I'd say. But I guess most people just emulate it.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Then you should talk to the Colonel. He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the Colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
He's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called Fox Dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah. It's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but...
What are you trying to say?
It's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently Fox Dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake,
What?
try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay. I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox Dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Trusting in a man who's lied to me for the whole mission? I don't know, man. Colonel, you've changed. I hate that they put that there. Like, there's no way to go up this way without getting pinched. Why don't you just turn on your mine detector? Oh. Why don't you just turn on your thermal gogs? Oh, still can't see shit. Okay. Straight down? Come on, man. Only one way to do it, though. Oh, you're gonna get shot by this thing. This thing's gonna take you out. All the stupid... The legendary soldier, Solid Snake, damn near killed by an auto turret on an infiltration mission. Okay, we're almost there. I think it's the next room over after this inclinator. Yeah, what do you guys think for the next game? Sons of Liberty? Or should we go... There was also, I mean, it's super 2D, but Ghost Babel was a Game Boy Advance. No, just a Game Boy Color Metal Gear. Apparently canon and pretty neat, but I wouldn't say nearly as... I mean, it certainly didn't have the impact on me, but it's another adventure of Solid Snake. Do you know what I'm saying? We're just going to play Metal Gear games here, by the way. No more art anymore. No more career advice for artists. It's just this is just the Metal Gear playthrough channel. That's what we do now. I'm joking, by the way, before you dislike my video. Don't get upset, man. Yeah. Okay, so the rations are still frozen. Where's the PAL card? This way we can pop it on and at least look at it. So right now it's room temperature. We gotta wait until that turns red. But now we know to at least keep checking it. And I'm pretty sure it'll work in this room. It could be anywhere in this room or just outside of this room. I guess we would know when our rations are unfrozen too. That it actually shows you. It should show you in your inventory what temperature it is. Okay, let's check our PAL key. Nope, that's still yellow. I am very curious about the integral version though, because perhaps the integral version is, it was Japanese only, but perhaps, just perhaps, there's like a master quest or something for it. I want to find out. I'll find out between episodes and I'll let you know in a future episode if Integral has any other changes. Alright, we got our red key now. Right, so let's head back. This one's a little bit tougher because you got to go a pretty long, like it's a long haul. And I think the first time I did this I was like, oh, I think I didn't make it. And I had to run back. Because these elevators take so freaking long. We're probably going to find out a little bit more about what's going on with Naomi as well. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it seems like the natural progression would be to go immediately into Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PS2 right after this. The VR missions are fun too, but it's not like a story. There's nothing there as far as that goes. Other than that you get to play as the ninja. They did have a bonus disc that came out where you play as, you can play as Gray Fox for the VR missions, which is pretty neat. But you don't get to go through the base. There's only a couple of rooms that you get to go through with that. And they're sort of like alternate reality scenarios. Do you know what I mean? It's not canon. It's not like, hey, here's a side mission where Gray Fox snuck in and, you know, threatened to kill Otacon or slice off, you know, Ocelot's hand. None of that. No. That would have been great. They kind of went like weird tales with it, like a what if kind of a thing. With some of the VR missions. There is a skateboarding VR mission in the Metal Gear Solid 2 VR missions. They used to do those like in between games.
Snake, can you hear me?
Naomi?
It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
She snuck out.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes, but not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s. A dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe?
Yes. Rhodesia was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around. That's probably where I got my skin color from, but I'm not even sure about that.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past. Isn't it enough to understand who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother?
Yes. Frank Yeager.
What?
What?
He was a young soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes. Frank Yeager. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
Gray
We
Fox.
survived that hell together, Frank and I. who protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America?
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Saladin.
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Huh?
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes cells to die. The TNF-epsilon is carried along the bloodstream to the heart, where they attach to the TNF receptors in the heart cells.
And then they cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi.
What?
You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh?
The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
Snake!
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
How in the heck am I supposed to trust you, Campbell? Campbell! How could you? What was she gonna tell me? What? They're not even on the base, so I can't find out. Okay. Oh, where am I? Well, first of all, we're gonna need, keycard 7. How are we on rations? Do I need to scavenge a little bit? Nope, we're good. we're good. Just keep that key card up. A bit of a pain in the butt. But, oh, I'll bet we gotta go around these soldiers too. Yep. It's cool. I got my socom. Kind of eliminates the need to choke them out, you know, once you get the socom. Now this is tricky because I certainly do not want to hang out in that cold room for too long. Because, remember, we got a shape-changing metal alloy. And if we're in the cold for too long... Now go back to your chaffs. And then we're going to need the key card. Yeah, if we hang out in the cold too long, we're going to get ourselves... We're going to lose the shape alloy. We don't want it to switch back to normal room temperature. Because that was a long cutscene. They're dragging it out. Haul ass, buddy, and run. This is as fast as he can go. If Raiden were here, he could just jump right up that thing. You see how that guy moves? Crazy. Yeah, so the correct sequence would be Metal Gear Solid 1, then Metal Gear Solid 2, then Metal Gear Solid 4. Yeah, skip 3. I mean, 3 is the best one. But, well, arguably. I mean, some people might disagree with that. But in terms of the timeline sequence, just the 1, 2, and then 4 are the Solid Snake storyline. And then it kind of completes with 4. That's the end of it. Okay. Look at that timing on that. So dudes, I think that before I run in and use that last key card. Oh no. Oh no. The guy saw me. Hopefully he didn't call for backup or anything. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's gonna do it anyway, isn't it? Now, so here's the thing. Something's going to happen. I'm going to tell you, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get intense. It's going to get freaking nuts. So I am going to save the state. And we're going to clamp this episode because it's about to get real nuts, like bonkers nuts. And but this is a long episode. We're going to save the next one for the next one. All right, dudes, I'll see you in a little bit. All right.